you have been independently observing things. Where would you place the government's fight against galamsey? How is it going?
Well, I think it did not start, Kojo. It did not start. It's important to take, and I think the questions you all asked are in place. The military that was added to the fight, they started the fight after, I think, about a day or two. We saw what happened. Even the brim that they had gone into, by the time they left there, they were supposed to be heading towards the eastern region. The galamseyers had come back onto the streets, and they had to take the Small Scale Miners Association, who then went to arrest some of them. And interestingly, even in the Ashigbey police station, the police commander wanted immediately to grant these people bail, and they had to take some concerted effort. I'm not too sure where that particular case has gone to. And then we know for a fact that, that operation took a break. Have you heard anything from that military operation again?
I have not.
We have
No.
some journalists sitting around on the bridges. You can still see champagne on the water bodies. So that particular leg of enhancing the operational thing really has not happened. And so that's a major one. Then you have the issue of the revocation of LI 2462. What have the parliamentarians been, engaging themselves with? Where they will sit in parliament. That is what's more interesting for them. Not how they help resolve the challenges that are confronting us. And as you were speaking to Mr. Robson Daviamepo, you were asking about when they would rise. So would we get the 21 days that is necessary to be able to ensure that this bill is revoked? You heard organized labor also talk about some 14 courts. Where are those 14 courts? And why is it that there are a lot of these cases, we're not hearing anything coming from there? How come we don't know about any of these other cases that are going on? We have a situation where when some activists are fighting galamsey, they are the ones that are quickly remanded and taken to court, and then the court remands them. But in that particular situation of Atonsu, where the galamseyers were destroying Atonsu stream, for which there was even a report to the police and the EPA. When the farmers decided that they were going to stop them, the galamseyers, when they are arrested, immediately they were granted bail. But the farmers who attempted to stop them, they were remanded in police custody, and then they were taken to court, and the court remanded them. They were supposed to have gone back to court again yesterday. I don't know whether now they've been granted bail. And so you find out that from the judiciary to the police when it comes to the enforcement, because of the lack of the state of emergency that has been declared, the galamseyers are still having a field day. So, you asked the question about that report of 14,000 NTUs to 9,000 NTUs. Why is that nobody has reported the situation of the water back to us? The Ghana Coalition, for example, we have written to Ghana Water. We wrote to the Ghana Standards Authority, and we wrote to the Food and Drugs Board, because what we are asking is that Ghana Water should confirm to us that the water they are producing for us from all the treatment plants, the level of trace metals, the level of heavy metals are within the acceptable limits. We are waiting. Ghana Water says they've sent samples to be tested, but we're still waiting. We don't even have a formal response for them. And then the Standard Authority wrote back to us and said they are not the regulators for Ghana Water. But you will think that they set the standards for everything that is in this country, and the critical thing like water should be of concern for them. The Food and Drugs Board, they have not even had the courtesy of even acknowledging receipt of the letters that have been sent to them. So on all fronts, we don't seem to be dealing with this. And it looks as if our concentration is just on the election, forgetting that as we speak, there are people who are renally being poisoned. Now, we don't even have money to be able to do all the dialysis. These dialysis machines that we're talking about, the challenge is that in most of the communities where galamsey is prevalent, where the renal diseases are also have, you have the challenges with HIV also being high. So if you are not fortunate, and any of these people who have the renal diseases also have, HIV, and they go and put them on any of these equipment that we don't have enough of, what is going to happen is that equipment is going to be rendered completely useless. So the challenges that confront us are grave, but it doesn't look as if we are treating this thing with a seriousness that it deserves. So for us as the Ghana Coalition, we're planning to be able to hold an engagement with you, the media, because we need to find a way of bringing this to the focus. And I've been asking multimedia, beyond Erastus's case, and I'm happy that at least the morning show you raised, but I think we need to push the button a bit higher. How is it that we still have not had the owners of those concessions? How come that they have still not been arrested? Only the three people who have been arrested, we don't even know what is happening to that case. I've been talking to the GJ. The time has come for us to all mobilize together and decide that the police who are involved, the Ministry of Interior who are also responsible for the police, as well as the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, who also have anything to do that. We will tell them that if they won't deal with this particular issue, maybe we should get to the point where we do a blackout of all of them. So this particular issue is handled. How is it that a journalist who has really been at the forefront of fighting this particular crime that is being called genocide that is being committed against all of us, he and his crew are attacked, and we don't have anything happening to it? These criminals who did it are still walking free. How does that happen in any country that is serious about fighting this particular scourge?